Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
And first tonight, the apartment fire that killed 5 people, including some children. Tonight, firefighters say it could take months to know the cause.
But investigators do tell us the fire was not suspicious. The building burned Saturday morning along Bryant Road in Spartanburg County. WYFF News 4's Mike McCormick is live and local in Spartanburg. Mike, they just released the names of some of the victims, right?
That's right, Carol and Michael. We just got the email from the coroner's office. Let me go ahead and read the victims' names to you. They are Nehemiah Smith, Israel Smith, Martin Curcio, and Martina Curcio. The 5th victim has not been positively identified. The coroner's office is working to do that right now. The Red Cross is helping 23 of the survivors, and donations are coming in fast. The Red Cross's disaster action team was at the Southern Pines Apartments today, helping the people who used to live here. The building burned early Saturday morning. Firefighters tell us the apartments were built in 1974 when sprinklers and fire barriers were not required.
This time of year, the giving, the spirit of Christmas and the holidays, you do see an outpour of compassion and love from people.
Kimberly Schell with the Red Cross says people are calling to ask how they can help. The Whitney Fire Department is collecting anything that could replace what some 40 people lost. The training room is filling up fast.
It was chaos.
Before people were giving donations, John Geyser and his fellow Red Cross volunteer Sarah Lanier were giving their time.
This huge building just ablaze.
They were the first volunteers on scene, arriving just before a mother found out that her 2 sons, Israel and Nehemiah, were among the 5 lives lost here.
I've had a few nightmares with the sound of this mother's, scream of heartbreak.
Even now, it's hard to think about it.
I found myself taking repeated trips outside so that I could have a private moment to cry, let that out so that I could get myself together to help the people who needed help.
Again, the Spartanburg County Coroner's Office just released the identities of 4 of the 5 victims. We now know that 3 of the victims were children ages 6, 8, and 10. The 4th victim, a 19-year-old. Positive identity still coming on that 5th victim. Mike McCormick, WYFF News 4. Live tonight in Spartanburg.
And perhaps more at 11. Mike, thank you for that. We have learned more about another terrible fire from the weekend, this one in Greenville County. Right now, there's a community effort underway to help the little boys who lost their parents and their infant brother on Saturday. Their mobile home caught fire. 24-year-old Rebecca and 34-year-old Santiago Mendoza died in the fire, and so did their 1-year-old son, Giovanni. 4 other children, all under the age of 14, managed to get out of there. The Junior League of Greenville says 2 of those children belong to the couple, and tonight the Junior League is asking for donations of toys and clothing before Christmas for the boys.
It's a very difficult time for this family, and we would ask that anyone who feels the need to please help us help this family and give these kids some hope in the days ahead.
The boys wear size 4T and 6'7" clothing. Items can be dropped off at the Nearly News Shop on Greenacre Road in Greenville tomorrow from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And this tonight as well, the Family's Church, St. Anthony of Padua Parish, is also accepting money and clothing for the children's care. To learn more about that, call this number, 233-7717. And of course, we at News 4 will keep you up to date on the story.
And after such a devastating weekend for 2 communities, we wanted to know what you can do to prevent this from happening to you. WYFF News 4's Allie Miles asked fire officials for tips.
Yeah, Carol, these are something you might see on a house, but not know exactly what they are. Folks can put these on their house to let firefighters know, in case nobody is outside at the time of a fire, who is inside. The C stands for child, and the I is for invalid or a handicapped person. After 7 fires in just 12 days, the chief at Anderson County says it's important people know what to do to make sure rescues are quicker and most efficient. The most important thing someone can do: have a working smoke detector. Next, have an escape plan, a place to meet outside if a fire happens with your family members to account for everybody. And finally, let firefighters know as quickly as possible when you call 911 and when they arrive.
To make sure that when the fire department does arrive, that somebody does say, hey, everybody's out or they're not out, and that helps a lot.
And of course, before an actual fire, let your child know about fire and smoke safety. We're in front of Anderson County Fire Department. They have a smoke trailer inside that they use to teach kids about smoke. They fill it with a harmless liquid fog, and that teaches them to stay low in case of an actual fire. Allie Miles, WYFF News 4. We're live here in Anderson.
And of course, you'll find more online at WYFF4.com. You can even use your phone, pull up our mobile app. You'll find the story along with the safety tips and procedures in the headlines section.
All right, take a look behind me here. This is the wreckage that caused streets to shut down in Belton over the weekend. WYFF News 4's Maya Ruiz tonight with what led to all this.
I come running outside, and I seen the tanker upside down and gas flowing down the street. And I simply got in my truck and took off.
Police say a tanker carrying more than 8,000 gallons of fuel overturned Sunday morning. They say the driver lost control. Emergency crews say about half of the load spilled, and it took nearly 20 hours before North Main Street was open again. But Thompson Street remained closed.
And you can tell where they've cleaned the roads, and but they're still saying we're unable to get to our houses.
The topic of discussion this morning was the volume of the traffic and the number of wrecks over the past few years.
Earlier this month, just outside the city limits, authorities confirmed a leak in a line operated by Plantation Pipeline. Residents say they know the pipelines and tankers bring dollars to Belton.
Sure, it's a monetary impact on a positive nature, but then by the same time, you've got the issue of the safety issue, so I don't know exactly how you want to balance that.
Richard Posey says he just wants to return to his home when it's safe.
And you still smell gas all around my house. I mean, what if somebody comes by and throws a match? Are we all going up?
Maya Ruiz, WYFF News 4, Belton.
Police tonight tell us the spill was contained and there were no immediate threats to the public. We have a new vehicle description for you tonight and a case of hit and run that took a man's life. The wreck happened Thursday night in Simpsonville, here at Davenport Road and Foxfire Drive. Authorities tell us 62-year-old Richard Hurley was hit from behind that night. And right now, police are looking for a 1999 to 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, officers were looking for a possible imported European model with the steering wheel on the right, but now the search has widened to any and all Jeeps from 99 until 2002. Police say the vehicle will have some front-end damage. If you know anything about this crash or the vehicle involved, call the Simpsonville Police at that number. It's 864-967-9536.
A teenager faces sex charges tonight. He's accused of assaulting a girl on a school bus. 17-year-old Darius Coward was arrested Friday morning. He's from Westminster. A guidance counselor notified deputies that a 13-year-old girl was a victim on December 15th. Oconee County deputies charged Coward with criminal sexual conduct.
To Spartanburg now, where a woman's been ordered to prison for the next 2 years. She forced her children to undergo unnecessary medical care. You're looking here at Janice Smith Johnson. Prosecutors say she lied about her children's health to doctors. Authorities say one child was taking 39 medications, seeing more than 10 doctors, and had a feeding tube when his mother was arrested back in April.
Schools are happy it's Christmas break. That's because it provides a good chance to stop a flu outbreak. The peak of flu season is usually in January or February, but state health officials say the flu is currently widespread across South Carolina. Some health officials say the flu is worse this season because doctors chose the wrong strain to put into the flu vaccine. But DHEC also says this year's flu strain is affecting younger people.
Well, cue the Charles Dickens. Feels more like Christmas in London, doesn't it? Gray skies, fog, drizzle. Meteorologist Chris Justice is in for John. He let us borrow this Skycam shot. Chris, this is going to last through Christmas Eve, right?
It really is. We're talking about the gloomy conditions, the chilly conditions over the next several days, all thanks to this flow out of the southwest, and it is continuing and will be with us not only tonight, but only tomorrow, but all the way through Christmas Eve as well. The low pressure system is back toward the plains, sending us a lot of moisture, and it's going to be chilly and rainy. As far as the washout index is concerned, we're talking about on and off showers tomorrow, but Christmas Eve itself, it's pretty darn close to a washout, especially early in the morning. As the day goes on, Christmas Eve will be getting better. We'll see a lot drier conditions working in, and by Christmas Day itself, it is going to be absolutely beautiful outside. 34 degrees first thing in the morning. A cool day, though, if you're going out to some dinner. 50 degrees by the afternoon, and only going to see highs in the lower 50s throughout the day.